All right, we had a big giant ice storm last night, and so today I'm going to talk to you about how do you walk safely on ice. There's a couple of things that I really want you to remember so you can stay safe and you can stay upright. So before we get started, you see that branch hanging behind me? Last night I was in my living room and I heard this giant crash, and I actually thought somebody had crashed into the vehicle parked on the road there. It was that loud, and I kind of like shook a little bit, and it was that branch that fell. And unfortunately, my poor trees, I'm going to turn around here, right behind me, you see all those little arborvitaes there? That used to be a tree line, and right by my smashed shed there, I had an 80-foot white pine, and those all got taken down in a summer storm 2 years ago. So I'm really still mourning the loss of my white pine. But anyway, so today's video is about how to help you walk and navigate on ice. So I'm going to walk my driveway here for you. The first things first, now, especially with women, most women's, and yeah, no, I don't mess around when it comes to the cold, so yes, the hat, and I'm all bundled up here. So the first thing is with women's shoes, women's winter boots, unfortunately, most of the boots that are made, they have these little tiny narrow soles. They don't have a lot of lug on them, and they're actually more dangerous. So what I want you to do, women, is you need to go and make sure you're wearing and finding a boot that has a lug sole. I don't care how pretty they are. This is about you not falling, staying upright, and staying safe. I had a client who walked out right before Christmas, and it was super icy, and she was just wearing her slippers, and she walked out to the mailbox, slipped and fell, and broke the end of her clavicle and separated her shoulder. I mean, she was bruised all the way down. It was terrible. So I don't want anything like that to happen to you. So first things first, make sure you have proper shoe wear. I carry my tennis shoes everywhere I go, or a spare set of shoes. So like when I go to the office right now, I'll have my tennis shoes with me, and I'll change into those. Even my tennis shoes, I could wear them outside, but they're, they're not going to be as warm as the ones I'm wearing either. So when you're walking on ice, and this is just a sheet of ice, and it's easy to look at this and think, oh, it looks like it has some grip to it. But don't be fooled, especially, even if there's a layer of snow on top of here, you want to really be mindful. You don't want to believe that there is a safety grip underneath, okay? So when you're walking on ice, it's really important to stay a little bit more wide-legged, and this is pretty slick out here. So you want to be a little more wide-legged, and you almost want to pick your feet up. It's tiny steps, it's wide legs, so that you are not, I'm going to turn around and walk here too. So if I were walking out to the mailbox, I would be walking like I was a 80-year-old lady, just like that. Because the flatter my feet are, and the wider they are, and the slower that I walk, the more likely that I will get to the mailbox and back safely. So you don't have to go anywhere fast. Just make sure you have good shoe wear. Even if you're coming out, you want to slip your slippers on and come out, slippers don't have any grip on them. So put a lug sole on. Don't buy those women's boots with the narrow heel. Again, they look cute, but they are not functional, and they will not save you from slipping on this. So good shoe wear, and wide leg, and just shuffle, right? So a little penguin-y walk, and making sure that your hands should be, you are really deliberate about how you're walking, right? So make sure your hands are out in front of you. Put your phone in your pocket. Don't hold it, because if you end up, this is actually a good habit to get into, always take the phone with you and make sure it goes in your pocket. So that way, if you do fall, it doesn't go flying. And if you need to call someone for help, you've got it right there in your pocket. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but hopefully this helps you stay stable so that you don't end up falling on the ice, and you can stay upright. All right, guys, I will see you on the next one. Once again, thanks for being here. Please make sure you're subscribing to this channel and hit the thumbs up button if you liked this video. Leave a comment for me what your thoughts are, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks so much for being here.